Starting to clean.
Hey everyone, recently I've had the opportunity to unbox, inspect, and conduct a substantial review on this S8 Pro Ultra, my personal machine to replace my iRobot products. But then a month later my sister approached me about a Q Revo, so I had purchased it for her and conducted the same evaluation. Having gone through the same exact test with both machines to the greatest extent possible, you're left to wonder what are the differences between machines, giving the price difference of $15.99 versus $8.99, which is actually $7.99 with a $100 coupon. And in this quick video, we're going to find out if the Q Revo is a better deal for you. Will it be the S8 Pro Ultra? Let's get started. Starting with the main differences, the S8 Pro Ultra comes in with 6,000 pascals of suction, while the Q Revo comes in at 5,500 pascals of suction, an advantage of 9.1% for the S8 Pro Ultra. The S8 Pro Ultra has the dual roller riser, which is two brushes running in opposite directions, and the whole brush mechanism lifts up and down to support it. These ends are removable to remove hair as necessary. The Q Revo has a single roller without the riser. You can see it's just lifted up and down by gravity, nothing more. Personally, I've yet to be in a situation where I'm mopping and not vacuuming, so the whole riser feature has never been important to me. We can see this brush also has removable ends to allow hair to be cleaned out of it. It locks back in the same fashion and snaps into place. For regular cleanup of dust, hair, and whatnot, I have seen no difference between the single or double roller on the tile floor. Both of them work just fine, as you see here, picking up all the dirt as required and expected. Carpet is where you really see the big difference. The Revo only rolls the carpet fibers in one direction because there's only one brush. The S8 Pro Ultra does a much better job vacuuming carpet and leaves those lines in there that makes it look like that one room that your grandmother vacuumed that nobody was ever allowed into. Both of the robots themselves have the same exact dimensions. The base of the S8 Pro Ultra is notably longer and wider than that of the Q Revo, giving to the better design of the Q Revo's base. It's also worth noting that the S8 Pro Ultra comes in at 68.5 decibels, while the Q Revo comes in at 63 decibels. The S8 Pro Ultra has nice looking containers that look like they have a nice fit and finish, overall high quality, with a good positive snap shut. Extremely annoying that they only open in 90 degrees, the lids generally close on you while it's filling up. You always have to hold them open, and because the setup of the S8 has 3 bins up top, these containers can only hold 3 liters. And I thought 3 liters was a lot until I saw the Q Revo. The fit and finish of the Q Revo container seems a lot cheaper compared to the S8 Pro Ultra container with that bendable snap open. Just everything about it seems cheaper, but it does open greater than 90 degrees, which is really nice. Where on the S8 Pro Ultra, there would be 3 bins up top, the dust bag now moved to the bottom. There's more room for the top 2 containers, and that's why I have found that we can fit 4 liters of water in the container instead of 3. Clean and dirty water containers are increased by 33.3%. Discussing the mop mechanism, here on the S8 Pro Ultra we have dual ultrasonic cleaners. Here's the spray nozzle, and here's the removable mop pad that goes on to the unit. Both models have auto-raising mops. I haven't seen a problem with each of them, although the S8 Pro Ultra has a lower profile. The Q Revo is not ultrasonic, it uses rotating mop heads and has a nozzle for each one of them. I haven't yet been able to fully ascertain as to whether this one uses more liquid since it has double the spray heads, therefore negating the extra liter that's in the container. These mop heads are held in by magnets, as we see here, and the mop cloths are secured onto those mop heads with Velcro so they can be removed and washed. The overlap of the mop heads right here is by design. The concept of ultrasonic cleaning is not a gimmick, it's a well-accepted industrial practice and something I used often for carburetors. That said, in evaluating both on a white tile floor after an inspection, watching for both coverage of wet and dry, I have seen that both of them are equally effective at cleaning the floor. This one's spinning at around 200 RPM. And this is for daily mopping. This is obviously not for mopping up tons of garbage. But we could see that there are no streaks. As it dries clean. And I think the most important test is, once it was completely dry, would I be able to tell which cleaner cleaned the floor? And the answer is no. So I'm just going to leave it there. It's for you to decide. Notice that the S8 Pro Ultra arrives with a privacy sticker on the front talking about reactive 3D and how the pictures that it takes are processed and then immediately deleted, covering this front area here. And with that removed, we take a look and we see all the sensors behind that glass. There's a lot of things going on here. Also sensors to the left and right of that glass, as we see. Also under the glass right there is another sensor on the bottom. So there's all sorts of stuff going on here on the S8 Pro Ultra. The jury's still out on that window at the back of the S8 Pro Ultra. I'm not entirely sure there's a sensor back there, but we'll just say maybe. The Q Revo doesn't come with a sticker on the front, doesn't have any sensors to the left, right, and bottom of this piece of glass, and when I look through the glass, I don't really see anything behind there, so I'm not sure there's anything there. Also, that window in the back, not entirely sure there's anything there either. But when I conduct a control test of the S8 Pro Ultra, we'll see it does the perimeter, and as it makes its way around, that tiny little teddy bear does not get touched, not even an inch, not an iota. But the larger dog food toy, it does actually bounce into, goes around in a circle to analyze it, and then continues on and never hits it again. One would think the smaller, lighter object would be moved instead of the larger object, but here we are. So it'll continue on doing the rest of the kitchen, no problem at all, and then make its way back. Things get interesting when we watch the Q Revo do the same exact task, because it stops at that little toy and does not touch it at all, making its way around it, proceeding onward until it gets here and bumps into the dog toy in the same exact fashion, circling it. And you start to wonder, is this software doing this or is this hardware? Because the $800 robot is doing the exact same thing as the $1,600 robot. Continues onward, finishes the kitchen, and goes home. So let's overlay both on top of each other and see what this looks like, because we come to find that they're both almost entirely identical in every way with regard to obstacle avoidance and detection. And when you watch one robot overlaid on top of the other robot doing the same exact task, you really have to wonder, beyond the object recognition that the S8 Pro Ultra has, is the obstacle avoidance better or exactly the same based on the software that's provided by Roborock? In this particular test, the AI detected the small stuffed animal as a fabric/paper balls with an 88% success rate. I don't know whether to call a stuffed animal a fabric paper ball, and definitely shouldn't be that confident, in my opinion. The plastic dog toy simply labeled as an unrecognized obstruction. In fairness, through normal cleaning events, the AI can be pretty good. We see that Easy Trap furniture was in fact correct. That cable wire was in fact correct. The shoe right here was in fact also correct. This dangerous obstruction, this obstacle, was in fact correct. And that shoe I placed right here was also correct. Note that the AI does have the potential to improve. The Q Revo doesn't have this and can only improve its obstacle avoidance through better software algorithms. I hope you found this quick comparison between the S8 Pro Ultra and the Q Revo enjoyable, entertaining, and informative, and I hope it helps you make a decision on which one to buy. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below, it helps me out a lot when you do, and hit that subscribe button for more videos like this when they come out. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Would you like to reply?